Hey guys, I'm FlashPocket and welcome to the Elgato HD walkthrough. So what I'll be covering in this walkthrough is how to get your settings uh, off to a good start for recording for your channel or just recording for fun for your games. And so I'm going to get going because I've done about 10 takes of these, so I'm terrible at it, I'm telling you. Okay, so first off, just to get you on the right foot, make sure that your Elgato Game Capture HD, that your have your HD where you want it. So you can see here it says 1080p for mine. So it depends how, which setting you want for your videos. Some people go up to 720p. A lot of people go up to 1080p just to have some options. So set it to where you want it. That's pretty much it for that. So anyways, also over here is your settings tab for this. There's two settings tabs. There's this one right here, and then there's this other one over here. So this one's Game Capture HD Preferences. So I'll go ahead and click on that. And as you can see, you have all this good stuff right here. So right here you can change MP4 original or MP4 1080p, things like that. And then you have different settings to where you want to save your videos and what format or what device you want to save it to. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Movie Maker, things like that. This one over here, let's see what this is. Show device settings. Okay, this is a very important one. So, device settings. So when you get your Elgato HD capture device, this is where you want to set up first, actually. So right here, you got input device. If you're going to be using for PC, use other. Don't use 360 or PS3 settings. If you're doing console recording, that's where you want to select. You'll select right here, Xbox 360, PS3, or Wii, or something like that. That's where you select right here. But for PC recording, for PC gaming, pick other. Also for input HDMI, if it depends what you have plugged in. Like say if you have your device plugged in from HDMI to your computer and you're using the HDMI audio, you don't need to check this box. If you're like me, I'm using it for my speakers, so I have to use analog audio for my speakers. And right here, you got the 1080 HD 1080. So this is what you want to have if you want 1080p resolution. Here's the quality. I always put it on best quality so I get the best picture possible. I don't go anywhere over here, so I just keep it on best. And yeah, this I don't mess with, so just leave that alone unless you know what you're doing. Alright, so with that quick walkthrough of the settings, let's go to the audio and the live commentary. So here's the game audio. This is where your audio for your game is going to be recorded. It's kind of self-explanatory, but all your audio is going to be recorded. Game audio is going to be recorded with this right here. And this is the decibel kind of, it's like a rocker. Yeah, decibel rocker. So, or dial. It's a dial. So right here is where you change your game audio, like how loud your audio is going to be for your game. So when you install the software, these two dials are going to be set to 0. So that might be too loud for whatever kind of video you're capturing, whether it be like a first-person shooter or maybe a role-playing game. So it's very important to set these up before you start recording because they're both going to be on 0. And 0, it's 0, dead on 0, so it's going to be kind of loud, I would say. Because when I tried it seemed kind of loud to me. So you do have to change these settings right here. So for the game audio, I have it on -3 decibels. So -3, I say -2 to -4 decibel is a pretty good range of where your game audio needs to be, I think, because it's not too loud and it gives you a little wiggle room depending on what kind of game you're playing. So if you're not doing much commentary or doing a montage and you want just the sound really loud, not really loud, but you're just doing the sound by itself, you want this to be I would say in the -2, -4 range. And so that's that pretty much. And then you can see your audio range. So as long as you're in the green, you're pretty good. if this goes into the red or yellow range, you might need to dial this back some. It might be too loud for the capture device, and if that happens, you might get some static or make some feedback maybe. Probably not feedback, most likely static because it's so loud. I could be wrong. I'm not an audio expert. What do I know? Okay, so you got live commentary. So with live commentary, I set mine to 2 decibels. Now, I usually do 1 or 2 decibels. I think 1's kind of quiet a little bit, but 2 is good. So 1 or 2 decibels probably be the range you want to go with. Always have this checked. Always have this checked. So if you don't check that, you don't be able to record your voice or anything. Of course, it'd be just cut off. You can't record. Also, make sure you got your microphone you want set up right here. So make sure you have the name of your microphone. Same as the game audio, you have your audio for the mic. And then what this does, automatically reduce game sound, just like it says right there. Let's go ahead and read it. Turns down the volume of the game audio while you speak into the microphone. Ducking. So what that means is, say when you're recording your game, when you're talking, the microphone will pick it up. When you stop talking, the microphone goes to mute. That's pretty much what it is. So it captures your voice when you're talking. So when you're not talking, it doesn't capture your voice. And this is what I usually keep it on, because my computer tower is really loud, and it really kind of engulfs the whole time I'm talking. So it's best to have, my opinion, if you're starting out with your own channel or making your videos, it's best to have this checked. You can check it off, but then you really have to mess with the decibel volume and your game volume, like most of the time. Okay, so after that, there's also this. So this gives you more control, more range over your mic recording. Live streaming. I really haven't messed with this, but you can also live stream. If you have a Twitch account or another type of account that does streaming, you could put your account information here in the server, and then you can, record. It'll take all your recordings, and then it'll go straight to your account page on your Twitch account or another account. I haven't messed with this. I haven't done any live streaming, but that's a really good feature it has. And then down here, you can title each of your videos. So, title your videos, each video you do. You gotta be careful, because if you leave this, like I do my Shadow Warrior video. So if I leave this on Shadow Warrior, it's next game I do, like if I do Kerbal Space Program, it's gonna say Shadow Warrior. So you do have to change it if you want to. You don't have to, but you can change these descriptions and everything. And you can also send all your videos from here straight to YouTube, to your YouTube account, your channel account. But as far as I know, I think it still has a 15-minute limit to your recording. So if you record 30 minutes and you want to send all your 30-minute recordings to your account, you can't do it. So you have to go manually, pretty much. You have to go to YouTube and drag your video from your desktop to the YouTube page website. So it's kind of a drawback. I don't know if they changed it. They did do a software upgrade, so I don't know if they changed it where they made it where you can do a longer video, but I don't know. There's a workaround for it, but I don't know. It seems like a hassle to me. Yeah, there's videos where you can just some code or something where you can change that stuff, but that's a hassle. All right, so then down here you got your record button, of course, and then you have your mute and unmute. Okay, so this is a very important button right here. Okay, so when you get your software, you have all this set up, and you click on your mic, you start talking and you're hearing yourself, it's because this is on. You want to turn this off. So if you're recording your video and you're hearing yourself talk, this is why. So you have to mute this button. Otherwise, you're going to hear yourself talk all the time. So it's a very important tip, because a lot of people I've read on forums and on YouTube, comment like they had that trouble. It's like, I hear myself talking. Yeah, this is why. This is very important. it could be overlooked. It can be overlooked. So it's very important to mute this. Okay, and then of course I don't know if I can show you because this might mess it up or something. But you got your edit button where you can edit your videos. Okay, see, anything that I missed, always do a mic check. So, go here and you click on your the mic icon and click on mute and make sure what you're saying, what you're hearing sounds good, because sometimes there might be some static, there might be echo, you might sound like you're in a tonal or something, and that could be because for some reason the configuration for your mic got out of whack a little bit. So you do have to go to if you have Windows, you go to your control panel. So I'll show you. So you go to here, you go to your control panel, and then you go to hardware and sound, and then you go to sound, or you can manage audio devices, pretty much the same thing. You go to recording, and then you go to your microphone, and this is where you can configure your microphone and change the volume level of your microphone. You go to properties and do that. Oh, and one more thing before I end this video is a lot of people get the black screen effect on their either their monitor, mostly their monitor. So I'll go through real quick and tell you about that. So here we have change the appearance of your display. So what this does is, actually, you know what? You need two displays. That's what that means. Okay, so if you get the HTPOG or the Elgato Game Capture, you need a second monitor. So it has two source feeds for each monitor. I have no idea how it works. I'm just telling you what you have to do. So if you have a TV or if you have a spare monitor that has HDMI, you have to connect two monitors. So you connect one monitor, okay, from Elgato Game Capture, you connect the HD cable to your PC, and then you connect the other HDMI cable from the Elgato to a monitor or a TV. So it has two separate video sources. That's the only way to do it, because if you try to record just on one monitor, it's either going to get a black screen, or B, it's going to look funky and it's going to make your videos look terrible. So don't do that. You have to have two TV or monitor sources to start recording. It's very important. And also for PC recording, for PC gaming, make sure your display right here is set to duplicate these displays. That's also another important thing. You don't want extend the display. That's not going to work out for you. And the other ones down here are not going to work out for you, like show desktop 1 or 2 and this one. Make sure you have duplicate these displays. That's also very important to have. And make sure you detect it too, just in case. Sometimes some computers do it automatically once you hook it up, but if it's not showing this icon right here, make sure you detect it. And so that way you can duplicate both your displays, and it's a great way, I think, to go is with the Game Capture HD if you don't want to hassle with the PC stuff, software like Fraps or Reels Action. So this is a good way. Of course, the HTPOG's also a good way, but I've used that one. It's a little bit of a hassle to get it set up. I think the Elgato's a better way to go because it's really easy to hook up and get going right away. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.